여기 영국에서 온 유명 크리에이터들이 한국의 대표 관광도시 부산을 찾았습니다. 부산의 대표 명소들을 하나씩 둘러보며 도심과 멋진 바다가 어우러진 이곳에서 색다른 매력에 연신 감탄을 금치 못합니다. 독보적인 매력의 부산 여행기 지금 바로 시작합니다.
You can make your own iced coffee in this service station. You pick up a cup of ice and then you put it in the machine here. I don't know what he just pressed. I feel like I need to observe before I do it myself. And it makes a nice coffee. Well, it looks like he's got a nice tea.
이들이 선택한 부산에서의 첫 메뉴는 살얼음 동동 뜬 시원한 물밀면입니다. 평소에도 엄청난 웨이팅으로 유명한 부산의 대표 맛집 초량밀면인데요. 처음 접해보는 차가운 누들면에 어색해하다 곧 폭풍 흡입을 시작합니다.
First stop is lunch, and we have come to one of the best, most famous noodle restaurants in Busan, which is called Choyangmilmyeon.
아니 그렇게는 안 되고요. 그럴 거면 따로 하나 더 시킬게요.
Why is the bowl freezing cold? Is it a cold soup?
Yeah.
Yes, there's ice in there. I've never had ice cold soup before. It feels so wrong. So you chop up the noodles with scissors. I'm still just so thrown off by the fact that this is ice cold. Not even a little bit cold, like icebergs in my noodles cold. Why am I blowing it? It's cold already. I mean, it tastes good. Wish it was warm though. I'm gonna try it in a one. I can't. The dumplings are so large. And that one's hot. My verdict is very nice noodles, but I prefer them hot. But I'm glad that I've tried the cold ones. This is Olive Young, which is where I have been recommended to get all of this Korean skincare that's been recommended to me. Kind of like the Korean version of Boots, and I cannot wait to have an absolute field day here. But I'm not going to do it right now because I want to do it at a time where I know I've got like at least a couple of hours and I want to just get loads and loads of stuff. So stay tuned to see what I buy in Olive Young.
이들의 다음 방문지는 부산 대표적인 달동네였다가 전 세계 여행객들이 열광하는 기적같은 핫플레이스로 탈바꿈한 감천 문화마을입니다. 이 독특한 마을만의 알록달록한 색채에 이들은 감탄을 금치 못하는데요.
So now it's time to start exploring Busan, and our first stop is the Gamchon Culture Village.
As you can see, this Gamchon Cultural Village is located right next to the Jagalji Sea Market. It's around 15 minutes away from it. Since after Korean War, the people evacuated from Seoul to Busan, because at that time Busan was a capital city of Korea between 1950 and 53. So there are no residential area for the people who evacuate. So they start to, build a house at the mountain. Then this is the way how they start to live here. And of course, after the war, the many people leave this place. They back to their hometown. But thing is, the people who really don't have much money, they just start to living in here. So it was like a blue place of Busan. And then why it became so popular, because there are lots of artists or painters, they started living in here because of cheap, house cost.
And it looks very artistic with all the colours.
Yeah, it is true. That's why. But the condition of living here was bad. So they started painting in their, the house. There are so many masterpieces that the tourists found it, and then they took the picture of this place and they posted onto their SNS. Then it became so famous.
놀랍게도 이곳은 일제강점기 당시 일본인들의 공동묘지였던 땅입니다. 한국전쟁 피라민들 집지을 땅이 모자라자 무덤에 비석과 석축을 깎아 촉대를 쌓고 묘지 위에 처절한 삶의 터전을 일구는 곳인데요. 실제로 마을 구석구석 잘 찾아보면 일본인 이름 적힌 무덤 비석이나 묘지석이 비탈면의 축대나 지벽으로 사용한 것을 볼 수 있어요. 지독한 가난과 아픈 역사의 흔적이 가득했던 부산 최악의 달동네. 이제는 전 세계 여행객이 열광하는 대표적인 문화예술 마을로 완벽히 탈바꿈했습니다.
So many lovely souvenir shops here. Really want to go shopping. This is a great place to buy some souvenirs. Carl was specifically looking for a souvenir place earlier. I think he's found his town.
이번엔 부산 바다 한가운데를 가로지르는 아찔한 도전. 심장이 쫄깃해지만 감탄밖에 안 나오는 풍경에 영국 친구들은 온몸으로 전율을 느끼고 있습니다.
So do you remember how I said that the Koreans love an activity? Well, the fun continues in Busan because we are in a cable car. This is called the Songdo Marine Cable Car and we are doing the Busan Air Cruise, which is quite literally a cable car ride over the waters of Busan. You see beautiful beaches and you see no one swimming. Why does no one swim here in South Korea?
1913년에 개장한 송도 해수욕장은 대한민국 최초의 공설 해수욕장입니다. 당시 동양 최고의 휴양지로 불리며 사랑받았지만 태풍 피해와 수질 오염이 겹쳐지며 사람들의 기억 속에서 점차 잊혀져 갔습니다. 하지만 정부가 대대적인 연안 정비 사업을 벌이고 바다 위를 가르는 해상 케이블카를 복원했는데요. 입소문을 타며 화려하게 부활에 성공합니다. 현대적인 레저와 레트로한 감성이 공존하는 곳, 대한민국 1호 해수욕장의 거대한 반전 서사가 오늘날 여행객들에게 색다른 전율을 선사합니다.
And we're about to do this cloud walk that you see in the distance over here.
부산의 산토린이라는 흰여울 마을, 시원한 커피 한 잔과 함께하는 영화 같은 순간, 그저 멍하니 노을을 바라보게 되는 풍경.
We're now at another culture village in Busan. This one's called Huinnyeoul. They're somewhat similar, except this one's a lot whiter and it's actually completely along this cliffside. You have beautiful views along the sea.
They call Huinnyeoul the Santorini of South Korea, and it is rather lovely. It's full of little shops and cafes, so it felt rude not to stop for a cheeky rooftop coffee.
I ordered an iced caramel latte.
럭셔리 요트 위에서 맞이하는 부산의 밤. 눈부신 야경과 함께 잊지 못할 로맨틱한 밤을 완성해갑니다.
The last activity that we are doing of the day is heading on the Diamond Bay boat around the bay here in Busan. This is quite a popular thing to do. You can get 80 people on board. We're just boarding it now and actually I feel like it doesn't look like you could even fit 80 people on here, so I'm curious to see how squished we might be. I do like me a catamaran boat, I do. 감사합니다. I just tried saying 감사합니다. I think I said it wrong. 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. I thought you weren't allowed to drink on boats in Korea, but actually you are allowed to drink on this boat. So I bought a bottle of red wine for 20,000 won, which I'm going to share with the girls.
Buy 2 pieces.
Just in case. Cheers, 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 cheers. There's 2 things that we know I love on this channel. It's iced caramel lattes and it's being on a boat. To be even more specific, drinking wine on a boat. So this has been a great afternoon, let me tell you.
다음으로 찾은 곳은 해안 절경을 한눈에 담는 블루라인 파크입니다. 알록달록하고 귀여운 스카이 캡슐을 타고서 창밖으로 펼쳐지는 여유롭고 파란 부산 바다의 풍경에 마음까지 시원해집니다. 동화 속 한 장면에 들어와 있는 듯한 특별한 감성을 선사하는데요. 이 친구들과 함께 그 속으로 가보실까요?
This morning we are taking the train in Busan, but not an ordinary train, no. This is a train at Blue Line Park and they're basically these super cute tiny little carriages that's going to take us to our first stop of the day. They are called Sky Capsules. So adorable. It's so adorable. This is what it looks like inside. It's kind of roomy. There's enough space for 4 people in here. We just have 3 people in here today. It goes at a lovely leisurely pace so that you can enjoy the scenery as you go.
How far does it go?
I've got no idea. This costs 45,000 won, and that is to take over a whole carriage with 4 people. So it's really worth coming to do this with friends as opposed to coming by yourself, because otherwise you'll be paying for a whole carriage by yourself. Kamsahamnida. Still not quite coming naturally to me yet to say these words. This is the Haedong Yonggungsa temple.
This temple was first built in 1376 and it's actually one of the rare temples by the shoreline in Korea, as most of them you will find in the mountains.
This is amazing. So beautiful. And also, apart from our very first day here, every single day that we've spent in Korea, the weather has just been absolutely stunning. It's mid-October, if you're wondering. And the clarity of this water as well. Oh, I want to go swimming again.
The temple honours the sea goddess Buddha of Mercy.
I mean, they have dubbed this the most beautiful temple in Korea.
국내에서 두 번째로 높은 마천루, 부산 LCT, 부산 스카이라인을 완전히 바꾸어 놓은 주인공인데요. 이 LCT의 98층부터 100층에 위치한 전망대 엑스 더 스카이를 이들이 방문합니다. 도심의 화려함과 오션뷰의 광활함을 함께 보러 가볼까요?
After the temple, we took a quick visit into Busan X the Sky, where you can get the best aerial views over the city. It cost 27,000 won to visit the observatory deck.
So my ears are popping. So they have this little like virtual photo thing where they superimpose you onto a background of the Busan skyline, and they're truly something. I will share them with you now, what we've taken. And what I want to know is why are we floating? Why are we floating in the air? It does feel a bit strange filming the live versions of the thing that you're about to eat. Yes, that's right, we are about to eat some blowfish that has to be cooked in a very particular special way by someone with very special qualifications, because otherwise it can be very, very poisonous. So you can get a spicy seasoned puffer, collagen with vegetables, a yellowfin puffer teriyaki, deep fried puffer, yellowfin puffer soup. The chefs here literally have to have a special license to cook this fish so that customers are not, poisoned. Spicy cucumber. Here we have the puffer fish teriyaki. Oh, that is delicious. I mean, this might sound disappointing. It doesn't taste overly dissimilar from other fish that I've tasted before, but it is very delicious. Cheers.
Other than it being seemingly thrill-seeking to eat pufferfish and it being quite tasty, it is also low in fat and high in protein.
So everything that they've just brought out in front of us, including the pufferfish soup, the pufferfish teriyaki, the side salad, the tempura, the rice, the other side dishes, 36,000 won, which is pretty good value for everything, especially since this is the #1 pufferfish restaurant in Korea. So they say. We have a little bit of free time on our itinerary, and I've been desperate for a massage because I have a knot in my back that I just can't get rid of. So I'm just in the changing room now, and I have to get into this little outfit. I think I'm going to go for the black. I've been told to take my actual pants off, as in panties, off. But I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I want to be without panties in their shorts. Do you know what I mean? I think I'm going to keep my panties on. Well, that's 2XL. It's not great. I don't think I'm going to film any of the treatment, but apparently, so I've only asked for a massage, but apparently I have a foot spa first, followed by the massage. I'm ever so curious. I don't really know this, but this is how I'm dressed. I'll let you know how it goes afterwards. Well, I gotta say, I enjoyed that. I don't think it's completely fixed the knot in my back problem, but it definitely didn't make it worse. It was relaxing. I do enjoy going to massages in different countries because you just don't know what you're going to get, and I quite enjoy the unexpectedness of like, oh, what are they going to do next? So the foot spa, which they did, was literally just me soaking my feet in a mysterious purple liquid, and then I went into the massage chair. They did a bit of pressing, like hard pressing, when I still had the kind of clothes on, and even more like towels over me, and then I took the top off and it went into like a nice oily, slightly deep tissue massage on my back, which was quite lovely. She brought out some hot stones at one point and started rubbing those all over me quite vigorously. And then there was a hot flannel action also being rubbed across me quite vigorously. The hot stones were very, very hot at one point, but I pushed through. I was like, I could do this. I'm not a wimp. And then there was some stretches towards the end. She actually at one point like stretched my leg across and gave me like some good like spanks on either side, which was quite funny. I was trying not to laugh actually, because I was like, you are quite literally just spanking my ass right now, and it feels quite nice. And also I'm glad I kept my panties on. There was not a reason for me to have to take them off. In fact, I actually kept the shorts on the whole time, so I am glad I kept the panties on. I've heard it's very, very important in Korean customs to wait for the green man. God forbid you cross when there is a red man, even if there's no cars coming, because the police will be after you. Anyway, I'm heading back to the hotel, and then we are off to do some paddleboarding this afternoon.
부산을 대표하는 또 하나의 명소, 웅장한 광안대교가 한눈에 보이는 광안리 해변. 도심 한복판에서 즐기는 다채로운 해양 액티비티들. 함께 즐기실 준비 되셨나요?
Sexy. It's going to be a bit of a sunset paddle, actually. Wowee. So we're going to start off on our knees, and then we will progress to our feet. Oh, this is wonderful. The water's really lovely and calm. There's a few like waves which you kind of just bump over, but on the whole it's very calm. Honestly, this is my favourite kind of activity, isn't it? And the fact that you can do it right in the middle of the city is pretty damn cool.
The sun has set and it's time for another fishy Korean delicacy for dinner. Now, I'm not going to lie, this one is quite outside my comfort zone. As you walk through the fish market, choose your fish, and they slice it right in front of you before preparing it for you to eat.
외국인이 뽑은 가장 먹기 두려운 한국 음식. 독보적 1위에 빛나는 극악의 난이도, 산낙지, 꿈틀거리는 비주얼에 외국인들에게는 그야말로 공포 그 자체인데요. 젓가락을 들었다는 것 자체가 엄청난 도전입니다. 문화적 혐오감과 충격을 뚫고 두려움을 맛있는 추억으로 바꾼 영국 친구들의 위대한 도전 함께 보실까요?
While we were waiting for our fresh sashimi, they brought out this plate of wriggling octopus. No, really, it was still wriggling.
Small piece.
And suddenly, I feel like I'm on an episode of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, except you don't win any prizes.
It's not the dog penis one now.
No, that's not a friend.
It doesn't taste bad. It's just the idea of it that's making me. Ugh. Anyway, I tried it. Arguably, the freshest sashimi that I have ever eaten. Because we've literally just picked this fish. They've literally just killed it and sliced it up. And it's ready to eat. Halibut.
Which is a huge one.
Sounds like a posh boy's name. Halibut, can you come down the stairs? Halibut.
This woman was chasing around her kid.
Halibut, have you done your homework, Halibut? Halibut, your father and I would like to take you on holiday to Disneyland. Dipping it in the soy now. Oh, better with the soy actually. Maybe that's just what I was missing. If any of you have ever wondered if Carl Watson can use chopsticks, the answer is no.
The answer is no.
I'm a lot better with wooden chopsticks. But
Sure.
I'm not going to even argue back because it's atrocious.
I could talk. I'm pretty terrible with these chopsticks. Lady fish.
I asked if it's the same as in in China where you can't put your chopsticks upright because
Best one so far.
Okay, I really feel like that's enough fresh fish for the day.
이제 서면 젊음의 거리로 발길을 옮깁니다. 낮에는 여유로운 해변과 액티비티를 즐기고 밤에는 트렌디한 도심의 야경과 유흥을 누리는 곳. 외국인 여행객들이 부산에 열광하고 매료될 수밖에 없는 최고의 이유입니다.
Now let's see the nightlife in Busan.
It's actually the first night on this trip where I feel like I can be awake past 9 p.m. And it's our last night in Busan. And Carl and I really wanted to see if we could make the most of just seeing a bit of the nightlife here. So we've come to an area called Seoul, which is supposed to be one of the best for nightlife and bars and restaurants and clubs and things like this. So we're just going to go to a little bar here.
Very vibrant.
It is very vibrant.
There's lights and bars.
Very bright. Very different from where we just were in the fish restaurant.
I'll be honest, I didn't stay out too long as jet lag is still kicking my butt on the daily, but sadly that was the end of our time in Busan.
카페 테이블 위에 노트북과 명품 가방을 그냥 두고 화장실에 다녀오는 나라. 외국인들에게는 믿기 힘든 신기한 광경이지만 한국에서는 일상입니다. 세계 최고의 치안과 정직함이 만든 이 특별한 안전함은 여행자에게 최고의 자유를 선물하죠. 특히 해양도시 부산에 오면 이 매력이 배가 됩니다. 캄캄한 밤이 되어도 안심하고 화려한 광안리 해변을 거닐고 포장마차 골목에서 밤늦게까지 야식을 즐겨도 전혀 무섭지 않죠? 낮보다 아름다운 부산의 밤을 마음껏 누릴 수 있는 이유입니다. 눈부신 해운대 바다 바로 뒤편으로 오뚝 솟은 마천루. 휴양지의 여유와 대도시의 편의성이 한 곳에 모여 있습니다. 하지만 여행자의 마음을 가장 깊이 사로잡는 건 어디를 가도 느껴지는 완벽한 치안과 낯선 땅에서도 마음을 놓게 만드는 따뜻한 안정감. 외국인 여행자가 부산을 깊이 사랑하고 다시 찾을 수밖에 없는 진짜 이유입니다. 이 기분 좋은 설렘과 기억을 안고 더 아름다운 대한민국의 여행 이야기로 다시 여러분을 찾아뵙겠습니다.